I'm Matt Hughes. I'm the writer, director, creator, and producer of Covenant Law. And this is Manscaping, where we ask men questions. And based on their answers, we size them up, we chip them up, we look at them, we analyze them, and decide whether or not they're ready to be dating. So this is a pre-dating show. So let's get started.
I play Lilith on Covenant Law, and you are watching Manscaping. But before we get started, we are going to do some diva brushing. Ladies, we all have things that we like to do to get ready for a date. At what point does it become too much?
When it takes like over 2 hours.
Okay, so it's a time thing.
It's a time thing. You gotta get out, you gotta get on the road, you gotta drive there, you gotta show up, you gotta do the date, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't ever put that much into it. I think if you are like Queen said, if you take you 2 hours, you got to line your eyelashes and you got to put your weave in and you got to do all that, and it takes long to do it, and you're having someone to wait for you to do it.
yeah.
And then you're so rigid because you don't want your eyelash to fall off, and you don't want you to move your hair, because I wear wigs, and honey, sometimes it's like you don't want to move because that pin fell out three hours ago, and you don't want to move because the hair will shift to the left. So I think it becomes a bit much when it interferes with you having a good time. You know,
Yeah.
if you want to sit there and look like a Barbie doll, then your date can't be having a good time. Unless he's pimping you, then that's a different thing. If you put your, here's the rule, ladies. If he's walking with you on the left, he's pimping you. If he's on the right, he's a gentleman. Okay, that's just the rule.
Okay.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, someone told me
He'll walk
that.
on the inside.
He'll walk, yeah.
I thought it was the street. So like if
that's
he's walking with you, like
right.
like he's like that's the old school way to do it. Is
Right. If
block
he's
the
on,
street.
if he's on the walking you inside and block the street, he's a gentleman. But if you're on the outside, he's pimping you because you're the
He'll let you
merchandise.
go.
He's showing you the
Yeah.
merchandise.
He feels
I learned
free to
that
let
in
you
New York.
go.
I learned that in New York.
Everybody's hair is done for the day. It's okay.
That's okay.
Hi there. Welcome. We got one little question for you, okay? Can you tell us what is the difference to you between a hookup and a date?
A hookup is like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
Okay.
Now, a hookup is like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all communicate, say y'all finna go to a hotel or whatever.
All right. That's
you know what I'm
honest.
saying?
Adult things.
Have, you know, adult things. And then a date, I don't know. I kind of feel like a date is like you trying to get to know somebody, you get to, you know what I'm saying, you get to sit down, campfire dinners and all that other stuff.
Okay. So
What is your ratio of date to hookup?
What you mean, me personally?
Yeah, what's your ratio? I have like 12 dates to my 16 hookups. Or I've got 20 dates to my
I
2
do more
hookups.
dates. I do more dates than hookups. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how life is for me. I ain't saying that.
all right.
This is how life is that day. You know what I'm saying? I do whatever.
Okay. Sounds good to me. All right then. Well, thank you. You have been Manscaped. Do you believe that he has more dates than hookups?
I don't think I'm not saying he's not attracting them to like to bang a whole bunch of girls like back to back, you know. He goes out and wants to, get to know these girls. You know, he seems like that competition kind of guy or whatever. You know, I don't think he's just trying to like smash them like a lot of guys are. He doesn't. I don't get that.
Men aren't gonna admit that though.
No. Well, I think first of all, when someone says things like, "See what you know what I mean," then they don't really know what they're talking about. They really have not formed an idea. I don't think this guy has any concept of what is a hookup and what is a date. I think he knows what a hookup is, and I think he's hoping that every date turns into a hookup, and maybe just not that lucky.
Okay.
But I think he has no clue what a date is, and that, to me, a lot of women date men who have no idea what a date is. and they
Okay,
get into
yeah.
a position where they're having to decide whether or not this is a hookup or not. They're thinking it's a date, and he's thinking it's a hookup, and that's something that you need to get straight in the first place.
Yeah,
And if he doesn't-
communication is key.
and if he doesn't know what to communicate, if he doesn't know it is what a date is, then you can't communicate enough.
Yeah.
You're already thinking it's a hookup, and
It doesn't matter one way or the other whether it's a hookup or a date. You just got to talk about it beforehand. You know
definitely,
what I mean?
that is when you have to say we'll be on the same page.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm solid. That's
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for my share.
very good. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think you have to be on the same page. You have to know, and women, we should not be pressured into hookups if we are wanting a date.
Exactly.
And don't be ashamed to say, is this a date?
Right?
Yeah.
Or is this a hookup?
Are you trying to get in my panties or what?
I have straight up been on a date that I didn't know was a date and been in a hookup situation that I didn't know was a hookup situation.
Right.
I need y'all to talk to me.
I need you
Exactly.
to answer my question. Is this a
this a date?
Is this
Don't
a date or a
just
hookup?
expect
And
to
this
hook up,
and this
you
line
know?
about I'm saying no, I don't know what you said. Speak.
Communication is key. It doesn't matter what it is.
Just let me know so we're on the
Just
same
let me
page.
know.
Just let me know exactly. But
So I know what I'm walking into.
But I did think he was sweet though. But I'm not gonna let that sweet.
He
press
was
down.
very polite.
He was very sweet and
Yeah.
polite, and he had some. I was escaping him anyway.
Well,
He
okay.
seemed like I
Looks
was
like
escaping him
person.
because he looks like you can say straight up, honey, this is not a hookup. This is a date, and he'll go, okay.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I think he'll be a gentleman.
We love
Oh,
men
yeah,
who
he was
follow
definitely-
instructions.
I think he'll
super
be a
nice.
gentleman.
We love men who follow instructions.
Yeah.
That's the definition of a gentleman. A man who follows a woman's instructions. That is a gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay. We ran into a lot of men who did not want to answer our questions. And man, come on. If a lady asks you a question, asks you to do something, do it. Just be polite and
It's
do
okay.
it.
It's okay to talk about things.
You know, it's
Yeah.
It'll
okay.
make the world a better place.
It
if we would
really
talk
is.
about it.
Pay attention to women, you know? Let's see, what's the counter answer to this one? Let's see
Okay.
what the other person says.
I thought you were drinking Shirley Temple. Now
This is
you're
a Shirley
quote on
Temple.
stage.
I ain't talking about people out the church fans.
Oh, he called us out for the church
Does he
fair.
know what church is?
Yeah,
Does he
First
know?
of all, it was Sunday. Second of all, they're good advertising. And third of all, they're useful.
They are.
Right? Wait till you get hot in this Carolina heat. Don't do that.
It's a question. What is the difference between a hookup and a date?
Yeah, I got it. I guess I'm not looking for anything more than just that night.
Which
one night stands. A hookup.
And what's the date?
A date's something maybe you're going out and there's more potential to it.
Potential for growth. We like that word.
We like that word. You have been Manscaped.
Here you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
So, what do you think?
This is a mature man. I love
Yes.
a mature man.
Yes.
Like it just, the air is just so clean around a mature man. You know, like he knows a date is potential for growth. You know,
That was the key word. Potential
Potential
for
for
growth. That means he has a future. Let me ask you a
Right?
question. Should women, when they first meet a person, should they have a future in mind for that relationship immediately?
That depends where she is in her life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was, let's just say 6 years ago, if somebody met me 6 years ago, girl, I wasn't doing anything except going out and spending all my money at Saks Fifth Avenue and going to the clubs. There was no future with thinking like that. You know what I mean? And so maybe somebody who's also only thinking about the immediate is the right match at that time.
Right.
But I think as you get older, that is when you should start thinking about, maybe, but don't ever put too much pressure on somebody.
Yeah, that's
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think when everyone dates, they should have a future. Even if the future is this is not gonna work.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I might see you today, but as soon as I find someone better, I'm out of here. We don't. Our future is we don't have a future.
Right.
And I think a lot of people need to know that, should make that distinction right away. And, you know, so instead of trying to make something out of something, if it's not working day one, it's not working. It's not working. So if he's a nice person, but it's not working, and you still want to be around him for a minute or two, then know the future. The future's like, my gosh, he's a nice guy, but he's boring.
That's when you put him in the friend zone, you know?
Amen. I love that. We love the friend zone.
Yeah.
There's friends for you in the future.
There's
Right?
friends for you.
There's
Yeah.
friends for you in the future.
But that's what dating is for, is to see where you can take this relationship. You know, that's where you go
Oh,
to like
if
a
there,
nice
if
place
there
to sit
is
down.
a relationship.
Yeah, if there is. That's
there
where you
is.
see if there is. And that's on a date with them come with questions, and you can see where their mind is at. You know,
Yeah.
it's the mindset. You know,
Yeah.
And
That's a
no,
good point.
like the first date I had dated this guy, first time I met, and I think I told you, and we were crossing the street, and he left me in the middle of the street.
Oh my God, you told
Yeah.
me this story.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was, why did you leave me across the street? And he said to me, you should have run. So there was a future. Right then and there, I saw the future of that relationship.
Yeah.
There was no future.
That shows you when times get
That-
hard, he will
You
leave
remember
you
I
to
told-
pick up the pieces.
And you remember I told you Laquita and I have had enough drinks that if she was in the middle of the road, I would still go pick her up.
I'd drag her.
We would
across the
six-
Six shots in, I'd still go get Laquita
We would
out
look
of the middle of the
together. We'd
drink.
be like, let's go
I'd
together.
be like, let's go.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Some
So
people are for themselves, and you need to know when a man is out for himself.
thank you.
Because those
And-
guys are selfish.
And I didn't make an excuse for him. I said, this ain't gonna last.
Right? I see you for who you are now.
What the beep,
Yeah.
beep, did you beep?
Your mama didn't raise you right.
Thank you. So, yeah. So, and I think we as women dating, we need to establish that, oh, this is not working. You may be cute, but it ain't working. Okay.
Yeah, your
You
looks
know,
ain't gonna get me through tough times.
It's not, you know, it's not gonna give me the tough time. And
You
then
know, when
if-
I'm sad and I need someone to pick me up, I don't want someone to just watch me cry all the day. I want someone to
I don't want to
soothe
look
me.
exactly. If
You
I have
know.
a problem, I don't want to look at your dimples. I need you to solve the problem.
Right?
Yeah.
We're all strong women, but we always need somebody to lift us
Right.
up when we fall
Or
back.
just assistance. Even if we're
Exactly.
solving the problem ourselves, sometimes
Yeah.
you just need somebody to stand next to you and hold your hand for
Just-
10 seconds
Yeah.
while you scream and cry and solve the problem.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? I just
Exactly.
need you to hold my hand. You don't got to do anything.
Yeah. I got this.
I got this.
So, ladies, what do we learn today? That's for you to decide. Thank you for joining us with Manscaping. Join us again where we'll be scaping more men, and it'll get hot and heavy, and we get down and we get dirty. So, join us again, and thank you so much for subscribing.
For watching.
Oh,
Thanks for watching, Cubs.
Thank you for watching Manscaping.
All right,
Let's go. Come on. Thank you for watching Manscaping. And don't forget to watch Covenant Law.
And please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Click the subscribe button.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
This is
It's a fan.
Manscaped.
This is the name of our web show.
Oh, for real? Where y'all at? Y'all got a YouTube channel?
Right
Yeah.
there. That's the
Oh, your QVC.
Yeah.
So y'all pass out the church fans?
Hallelujah.